I just thought that was interesting. He decided to conserve time and read the paper while he was fucking from behind.
Love it. Welcome to Sex Talk with my mom. I'm Cam Poter.
And I'm KarenLee Poter.
That's my mother.
And that's my son.
We chat about sex on a weekly basis and all the things you typically don't talk about with a parent.
We like to make the most uncomfortable conversations comfortable.
So strap in,
Strap on,
and enjoy the ride. Welcome to Sex Talk with my mom. I'm Cam Poter.
and I'm his wounded woman, KarenLee Poter.
My wounded bird mother. Moot, you had surgery on your arm. How do you feel?
Like dog shit, but the show must go on, Cam.
The show must go on. I slept horribly last night, so who knows what's about to come through my mouth.
Oh.
However, I am caffeinated on my Genmaicha green tea, so we're off to the fucking races.
I love it when you're caffeinated, Cam.
I'm fucking wound up like a top, which brings me to our first, the sneaky freak question of the week.
Oh, just segue right into that.
Yeah, this is a great question. We had maybe our highest response rate of all of our questions we've ever asked on this one question. Are you ready for this?
I'm sitting at the edge of my seat.
The question is, if you were to have sex with one piece of clothing still on, what would it be and why? A big shout out to our sponsor, Amorous, who came up with the Chat Sparks question game, also that wonderful text game that we'll be telling you about later on. They came up with this question.
I got the right answer for this one. Ding,
Okay.
ding, 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 ding.
What's your answer, Mother?
I read somewhere
Yeah.
that if you wear socks to bed, you have a better orgasm.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
So I'm going to, I mean, if there's only one, do I have to only wear one sock or can I wear both socks?
You know, when I thought of this question, I thought of just one thing.
One sock?
A lot of people were saying socks. So I guess you can say that, but technically you only get one choice, left or right, if you're going socks.
All right. I'm going with the right because I'm right-handed.
Why? You have to match the right hands to the right sock?
Yes.
Okay.
So if I can only do one, I'm going with the right sock. What about you?
You don't think it will like ruin your sexiness?
To have one sock on and
One
I
sock
don't think
on?
anybody gives a rat's ass what's going on down there.
Well, I care.
I told my boyfriend Deez about this. He only goes to bed with socks on now.
No way. Wait, just in case he wants to orgasm in the middle of the night?
Yep. He just always wears socks every single night to bed.
No way. It's a hilarious quirk. I had no idea about that.
And nothing surprises me with him.
Yeah.
So the other thing I was thinking about was that some people are so into lingerie. I remember
Oh, yeah.
I dated a guy. He literally, if I didn't have lingerie with me, he's like, okay, I'm taking you home.
What the fuck is
He
that?
wanted lingerie.
You weren't offended by that? Like you were
No, that's
valueless
his-
without your
that-
lingerie?
That's his kink.
His kink?
His kink was lingerie.
All right.
Well,
Well,
I had Deez also. I told this story a million times on the podcast when he told me to take off the nightgown that I wore because he said it reminded him when he was working in the strip club. The cocktail waitress was wearing the same nightie, I guess.
oh, he was not
Teddy.
into that. The teddy.
It reminded him of work.
Wow. Yeah, I'm a fan of the lingerie and the teddies, the camisoles.
Oh, you are.
Yeah, I am. I don't think I've ever had. I don't think I've ever hooked up with someone wearing lingerie or camisoles or things like that.
But camisole.
What is it?
That's just like the top part of it.
yeah.
Camisole.
Yeah.
You mean like you're thinking of teddy?
What's the difference in a teddy and a
Camisole,
camisole?
I think it goes only to your like belly button. It's like to your waist.
That's fine.
Okay. So you're
Donald Ducking
you're,
the whole
You're
thing.
a fan of camisoles.
Camisole, teddy, whatever the fuck. I don't care.
You don't care.
There is something sexy about there being just a little bit of clothes still on.
a little bit of
you know?
clothes. Yeah.
Even while hooking up, I think so. You know, I don't need full bare nude.
You don't.
I don't need, no.
After you're in a relationship for 15 years,
Yeah.
I think the last couple of years, I don't even think I brought the teddy out once.
No.
And why bother? It's coming off in 2 seconds.
No, it's about the foreplay. It's about the building the passion, the steam.
Well, it's a little difficult to do that with one arm anyway. So
So my mother, okay, for those not watching on YouTube, my mother had surgery this week.
on my ulnar nerve.
She got that ulnar nerve fixed up. She's rocking a hot wire in there.
By the way, we don't know that it's fixed up.
What do you mean? It can't be worse than it was. You barely were having functionality in your fucking right hand.
So I mean, I'm hopeful, but we don't know.
It's going to be fine.
One of my friends said it's a good thing you did that because she looked up online and said if you didn't do it, you'd have a claw hand.
Well, it's good that you don't have a claw hand.
Who knows?
I think it's all this TikToking Has it affected your TikTok game by having the surgery?
Yes, it did. It has.
Has it?
And it's not. I'm not happy about it.
What do you do now?
TikTok is my happy place.
Oh my fucking God. Saddest thing I've ever heard. So are you just going left TikToking?
No, I did today. I did a little TikTok saying that I had surgery and that I can't, it prohibits me from using, something. And I had like a little vibrator emoji. And then I did a little wink with my eye.
Jesus fucking Christ. Why do you have to make this sexual?
I don't know.
It
just came to me that was what I wanted to do, and I did it. And by accident, I hate that.
You wanted to use the vibrator, and you couldn't, or you wanted to make this TikTok?
Both.
Yeah. All right.
By accident, I pressed send out before I was ready to send it out again.
Amateur hour over there.
Thank you. It's a little difficult with one bear claw.
A bear claw. You want to hear about my the one thing I would wear?
Yes.
One piece of clothing still on.
I'm going with the red nose.
Good guess. Not a red nose though. It's either a tie.
A tie.
Yeah.
Why?
Add a little sexy formality to it.
Oh, a little sexy formality. Have you ever worn a tie to bed?
No.
But you plan on it.
Yeah, you can use it for like
Bondage?
it's multifunctional. You could look nice and formal, sexy, or you can use it as a blindfold. You can use it as a wrist restraint. All sorts of shit over there.
So you're naked walking around with this tie.
Yeah. I'm thinking a polka dotted tie.
I was going to say, what kind of stupid ass?
What stupid ass?
All your ties are like clown ties.
No, I don't have all my ties are clown ties.
Yes, they are.
No, it's not. No.
I've never seen a non-clown tie.
You've never seen a clown tie. I have one clown tie. It has little
clowns?
Little like, what are those little things?
Butterflies?
I think they're like unicorns or like...
little unicorns.
Little elephants or... Wait, what is that? I'm trying to picture this tie. It's a weird thing on there.
Well, whatever that is.
Flamingo, maybe.
That kind of defeats the purpose of sexiness when you're wearing a flamingo tie.
It would be a sexy polka dotted tie. Okay?
Okay.
Or a monocle. It's either the tie or the monocle. Both add a nice formal gesture to the mix. The monocle allows me to see better, and I only use that one eye, so I only need one of them,
Do you know how weird that would be if you came to bed naked except for a monocle and a flamingo tie?
I have a monocle.
You have a monocle?
Yeah. Do you know
that?
May
I suggest that that's not an aphrodisiac?
You have never even seen me in a monocle. You have no idea.
All right. Well, I knew you had one.
Yeah. I think it was because we were sponsored by a monocle company.
Of course.
Yeah. Anyway, those are my answers. So if any ladies out there want to fuck me in a polka dotted tie or monocle, please hit me up at 310-356-3920. That's our text line. We love chatting with you sneaky freaks.
Go for it. I'd like to hear we got the huge response, so let's hear it.
We had a huge response to this question. If you were to have sex with one piece of clothing still on, what would it be and why? Okay, so let's start with LJ. LJ says, no idea, but I had this crazy idea it would be socks. Socks so I could go sliding on the floor yelling, whoopee, after the sex act is complete.
Oh, that's cute. Sort of like the reverse risky business.
No.
Let's take those old, records off the
It's the reverse
shelves.
because that person is sliding across before having sex?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's wearing the tie. If I remember correctly.
You're right.
He's wearing a tie. You and Tom Cruise.
That's right. No. Jody says, that's easy. The bra. I'm 51. Need I say more?
Jody, let those girls fly free.
Let those flapjacks fly.
I mean, what difference does it make if you've got them? Flaunt them.
That's right. We had another person. I wish, God, we had so many responses. It might be hard to find this one. Marley ended up agreeing with Jody. She said, definitely like having the old tatas secured. Makes for less flopping if you get the idea. 2 kids will do it to you. I think the hubby prefers them out and about, though. See? These are not the only 2 that mentioned having a little bra on to keep those suckers up and perky.
But what's bad about that idea?
Yeah.
Is that nipples are very sensitive and
that's
part
right.
of the whole erogenous zone.
Yeah.
So if you have your covered up by a bra because you're afraid of how they're flapping,
Yeah.
you're missing out on some stuff.
Also,
Unless you could pull the bra down a little.
Yeah, I think in general, people just enjoy looking at boobs regardless of the floppiness.
I think women don't know that.
Yeah,
Women
they're
are very
fun.
critical of themselves.
No need.
Apparently no need in your book.
No need.
As long as they have boobs, you don't care what the hell they look like. Do your boobs hang low? Do they wobble to and fro?
If they got areolas on there,
you're happy.
yeah.
What if you
An areola is boob?
Yes. Like that could happen.
Yeah, I don't want to shame anyone. Maybe some people are into that. Maybe people really like that.
No, what I'm saying is some
No
people
nipples.
had to have the whole thing, everything taken off.
Oh, that's a good point
for
too.
cancer, and they don't have nipples.
All right, so I revoke that statement.
Yeah.
Regardless, areolas or not,
You still are.
the round flappy boob is enjoyable.
Or any boob at all, or any
Any-
chest.
Any chest. Thank you, mother.
Oh.
Denise says, I think I would wear sexy lingerie like a baby doll chemise. What is a chemise?
A chemise is sort of like what you were talking, like a little camisole.
Like a
tatted chemise.
camisole.
Yeah.
They all have these fun names. A chemise, a camisole.
I
I'll
think
take
they're all
any
like
of them.
French lingerie type.
I
things.
fucking love that shit. Baby doll. I don't know about that. What's a baby doll?
Well, that means that they come like very, very short, like almost like shorts.
I love this shit. Denise, I'm with you. Mark says, I can't answer this question because I like to be buck-ass naked.
Okay, Mark. So,
Now, one piece of clothing
no,
would
he
satisfy
doesn't
Mark.
like to have anything on. He doesn't like to be encumbered at all.
Yeah.
Including a monocle.
No chance he'd wear a
So
monocle.
far, did anybody else say that they would have a monocle as their item of clothing? Or
We might have had 50 responses, maybe more, and not one mentioned a
no,
monocle.
not one.
Not one.
Just you.
Yeah.
How many of
I
them
think
mentioned?
outside of the box, Mom.
How many of them mentioned unicorn ties?
I didn't say unicorn. I said polka dot tie.
I know you said polka dot, but I picture you more with like
A unicorn?
the flamingo ties.
You're going from unicorn to flamingo.
Same difference. Goofy, clown-like.
None mentioned that either, actually. But we did have Mr. Bean who did say,
Let me just take a wild guess.
yeah,
He has boxers with sheep in them.
very close. My sheepskin jockstrap. It's
Oh.
warm and fluffy and very erotica looking.
Oh, God.
What the fuck does that mean, Mr. Bean? His sheepskin jockstrap.
Okay, first of all, why is he wearing a jockstrap?
His jockstrap is like the
It's like
what
a cup.
baseball players
Yeah.
wear with a cup, right?
Yeah.
Is you think he's
He's sporting a sheepskin, one of those.
yeah.
When he plays, who knows?
Sheepskin, not a great barrier, by the way, if you're having sex. Don't use it as a condom.
Who said that would be used as a condom?
People do use it as sheepskin condoms. Yeah, it's not very effective.
Is this a little
contraception.
public service announcement
Yeah.
from Cam Poter?
Specifically to Mr. Bean.
Okay, I don't
Don't
know.
get carried away with those sheepskins, dude. I know he says it's warm and fluffy, very erotica looking. What the fuck is erotica looking?
I don't know, but where did he purchase this? Or did he make one from the sheep that he herds?
Oh,
He's a sheep herder.
do you ever think he kills and eats these sheep? Or
No,
he just fucks
no.
them?
No, he just has sex with them.
Danny says, I would say like my under tank top so you can still have your boobs popped out, but you have some coverage on the tummy if you're insecure about your muffin top. So you're showing the goods without showing your not goods.
Wow.
The winky face.
Good with the goods and the not goods. I don't know why any women give a fuck because men don't care what the women have an extra flat tire.
Flat tire?
Or,
The fuck is a flat tire?
you know, tire like around the waist and any extra wrinkles or scars or.
I think that's right.
Men are just horn dogs. So they
I
don't
think
give
they're
a
horn
shit.
dogs. And
Women are-
I'm acknowledging my horniness.
well, we know you with the testosterone.
It's out of control. Anyway, I agree with Danny. I would say if you feel comfortable in the tank top, that's great, but people probably don't give a fuck.
But I guess her partner, every time they sees that tank top come out, he's thinking, let's get it on.
That's true. Ciara says, if I were to have one piece of clothing still on, I would say my shirt, just in case someone walked in, but supposedly having socks on helps a woman climax.
There you go.
Yep.
Ding, ding, ding.
She's thinking about preemptive measures.
Well, I don't know why that is. Maybe it has to do with the circulatory system.
Wait, I was talking about the shirt on. She said a shirt on because it prevents people from seeing her if they walk in on her.
Where is she that she needs to worry about people walking in on her?
I don't know. Maybe she's staying at home with the parents and she got nosy parents like you. You fucking barging into places.
What, me?
Yeah.
I'm not the one who barged in on me and your dad.
I don't even remember doing that, Mom.
Okay. Well,
okay.
Maybe I was wearing a tank top.
It's probably a good point. James says a shirt, a nice button up with sleeves rolled up. Okay, look at that. He's going formal. He says, why? Because I like walking around with my dick hanging out. It's also a nice looking member with that Prince Albert, so why not show it off? The Prince Albert.
What's the Prince Albert again?
It's the earring it's the penis ring.
Oh, the penis ring. He has so the shirt's out, penis ring's in.
Yeah.
That's two items. I don't know. Are we allowing that?
The penis ring, the Prince Albert, that might be the one item actually. Yeah.
So he's got to decide which item of clothing or accessories.
I started thinking about Prince Alberts.
Would you want to get your penis?
I could imagine you feel very proud of it if you have that like a fucking bling bling down there.
Can you imagine how much that hurts? I mean, it's like having a second circumcision or something.
Yeah, I can't think too much about that. But
I've never been with a guy that had a Prince Albert ring or. Whatever.
You think it'll add some sensation down there for the person receiving it?
It could.
I can imagine.
What if it gets caught on something?
Caught on what? Flap?
Little prime. What do they call it? Lady bits?
Some lady bits. It could also scrape in the a-hole.
Scrape in the a-hole.
You could imagine.
Where is your mind right now? You're scraping
an a-hole. I'm thinking, my mind is in the fact that I'm going to a fucking proctologist tomorrow. Hopefully scrape my a-hole and find out what's going on with it.
Oh my God.
Kevin says, admittedly, it actually has been my socks. But the few times that I've kept my tighty whities on, it has felt like I needed to be cautious because we are doing the deed somewhere we might get caught at any moment.
There's another one.
Tighty whities.
Who even owns tighty whities anymore?
I think I'm going to bring them back. Actually,
I'm bringing tighty whities back.
The times I've worn tighty whities, it really is so compressing.
I know.
I feel very compressed in there.
Your dad used to have a set of Hanes.
The only reason I like them is because they are definitely the goofiest form of male underwear.
Why do you have to always be goofy?
They're just funny.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
I mean, can't you ever be sexy with your tie and everything? When you have to put on that stupid ass...
I don't think it's so stupid as. I told you it's multifunctional. You have a formal look and you can blindfold someone with it.
What about the tighty whities? Well, actually, I think in Risky Business, Tom Cruise was wearing tighty whities.
Yeah.
But
they could be cool.
Speaking of
that.
They
also are just goofy. What?
Is Bush back?
What?
I was listening to a podcast yesterday and they were talking about Bush coming back.
Really?
It's making a resurgence.
Does that make you want to grow out a bush?
No.
I feel like all the people that have gotten laser surgery.
That would be me.
They're not going to be able to participate in this fad.
I don't care.
You don't.
The person was saying how important it was for like preventing bacteria or something.
Oh, really?
I think she made this shit up as she went along because she wanted to grow hers back.
It's very interesting. I have no preference. Bush, no bush. I don't care.
I did not like having to deal with like, you almost feel like you're using dental floss when you get some hair cut down there.
Fucking A, Mom.
I don't like any of that.
Jesus. All right.
So I just realized something. At your age, you grew up without bush for the most part.
What do you mean? What do I mean? I grew up without bush.
It was
like when I was hooking up with people?
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have a lot of bush. No bush.
No bush. Have you ever hooked up with a full-on big bear?
No. Nope.
No. Like my friend said, you got to go through the forest to find the stump.
Yeah. No, I never did. Apparently, #BushTales, that was the episode where my friend explained how he's obsessed with bush in the front and the back.
How do you even get it in the back?
He wants a horseshoe.
A horseshoe? Oh, my God.
Alan says, if I was to have sex with one piece of clothing on, so Anna would be my socks. I don't know who Anna is. The reason for wearing socks is to cover up my toenails that are too long and cut her legs.
Oh, my God.
Poor Anna.
Who said this?
Alan,
get a nail clipper. Jeez.
Cut that shit, dude.
That's a reason?
You're fucking cutting up Anna with your toenails?
Oh my God, I'm gonna vomit.
Yeah, I would get the toenail clipper before getting the socks, bro.
Yeah, and do some grooming. If he doesn't clip his toenails, what else does he not clip?
Yep.
I bet he's got the nose hairs going, and who knows? Back to the bush again.
We had a ton of people saying socks. Okay, we had Raylene say socks. Brian says socks.
Wow.
Eric says, got to go with a sock, even though I'm an older guy, often with cold feet, so socks sound good to me. We got Dave saying socks in case it gets cold. And then the elder statesman Tom writes in. And of course, he talks about socks, but he goes on to say, about 50 years, he says, about 50 years ago, my girlfriend, now wife, and I shacked up for a long weekend in an old roadside cabin-style motel. Temps fell to near zero, and several inches of snow fell. The heat was crappy, the linoleum floors freezing. We stayed in bed most of the time, but socks helped us on the quick trips to the bathroom or to change the channel on the TV. There was no remote. Plus, neither of us has a foot fetish, so they didn't cover any priority areas. Tom.
He's so freaking poetic. I feel like crying.
I can picture that whole fucking scene.
I picture this cabin in the woods.
With the linoleum freezing floors.
Yeah, who even remembers what the floors were like?
Those fucking windows are getting all steamy with fucking Tom.
With the padding around with his white socks.
Why white socks?
I don't know. I pictured white socks. Well, what kind of socks do you think he's going to be wearing?
Tom? Yeah, probably Tom long white socks.
Long white socks?
Tom, I think we need you to weigh in again with the type of sock.
Yeah, what
we
color,
need specifics.
How high did they go? Were they just like no-shows, or were they all the way up to the knees? In those days, it could be all the way up to the knee socks.
There's something so romantic about this. They're in a cabin in the motel.
Running around and then naked as a jaybird.
Yeah. In the crappy heat, they're just still having a good time regardless.
I think what we got to do is take all of Tom's responses and make a book.
Totally.
Like a poetry book about Tom, the elder statesman.
Tom's cabin.
Tom's cabin. With a little winky face.
Yeah. I love that. Kylie says, a skirt. It's like everything was too fast. It'd be really sexy. Ooh. That would be very sexy. Just a skirt.
A skirt just to slow it all down.
It's everything was too fast. We didn't have time to take off the skirt.
Oh, she's talking about one incident.
Yeah. By the way, Kylie is having a concert in Hollywood. If you guys are interested, little shout out to her, help her out. I checked out her music earlier. You guys, she's great. She does like hip hop. You should check it out.
All right. Thank you for letting us know.
Do you want me to give you a quick details on this very quickly? So the people, if you want to see Kylie, it's May 23rd at Adults Only in Los Angeles.
Adults Only?
Yeah,
wow.
Go check it out. I would Google Sam-Sin if you want to check her out.
Okay.
Phenomenal singer.
All right. What else we got there?
We had Tom. Tom says, it would be a hat. I feel naked without a hat on. I can get that. We're both rocking the hats today. That's mainly because of oily hair.
Yeah, and I had no one to shampoo my hair.
Oh, you should get a little blowout thing. Don't they? Do they do that at the blowout thing? Or is it just blowing?
What are you talking about?
Where do you get Where do you get someone to shampoo your hair?
There are blowout places. Well, where am I going? I'm going to go blow it out so I can go back into bed and watch Netflix?
Okay. I was just thinking you could get a clean head of hair.
No, I'll have Dee's do that later.
Oh. Jay says a sturdy scarf, blindfold, hand restraint, or wrap around the waist for extra control to hit just the right spot at just the right angle.
He sounds like he's right up your alley with the scarf.
Jay, I have to be honest. I was inspired by this response. That did affect my tie choosing.
You are.
I'm going to be honest. I'll be straight up.
I fell for that. I thought you came up with that. I thought it was an original idea. Apparently it wasn't.
It was partially original. I said tie because of the formality. I also he was also talking about blindfold, hand restraint, whatever. Yeah. I mean, it's brilliant.
It's not, yeah, but you took it as your own. Sneaky freaks. If you ever,
We got a plagiarist.
Plagiarist. He is a plagiarist.
He said a sturdy scarf. I'm thinking a polka dotted tie.
All right.
Still,
I feel like there was a little bit of
deceit.
Disingenuous.
I'm completely ingenuous. Ingenuous?
You're ingenuous, all right.
What is the opposite of disingenuous?
Genuine. You're pretty or honest.
I'm being honest, mother.
All right.
All right, we got a lot more responses. Sage says, I love strap bodysuits. Makes me feel sexy and not just naked. I wouldn't look at a strap bodysuit.
Makes it very difficult to get on and off, though.
What is a bodysuit?
You know, like it snaps at the bottom.
No idea what that is.
You know what I would not like?
Yeah.
If like I was hooking up with someone and they just ripped open my top, even though it sounds sexy, I would be so fucking pissed that they ruined the buttons.
The buttons?
Yeah.
Yeah, someone actually talked about that. What did she say about this?
Snap on, snap off.
Oh, okay. So Hammy Hamlin says, socks, homie. Feet are gross and the warmth makes spraying out happen faster. Spraying
Hammy, first of all, why are feet gross?
Second of all, what are you spraying, bro?
What is he spraying?
He's spraying that cum everywhere.
It's on his toes.
This is like what you picture I do all the time. Jason says, my socks, and that is, so in the case I drop any cum on the floor, I can use my socks to wipe it while they're still on my feet.
Oh, Jesus.
These people are getting innovative with the socks. It's both warm and picks up some semen. Ava says, a short dress, especially if we are outside. No underwear means easy, quick access, and no mess. Plus, it's sexy as hell. I agree, it's sexy as hell. That's a thing. You know that? You know that your partner's not wearing underwear? That's a thing.
Yeah. That's why I don't tell D's unless it's absolutely necessary.
When you're not wearing underwear?
Yeah. He doesn't need to know.
Because he's
whoever it is, he'll be poking around, and I don't need that.
Poking around.
You know, what everybody's not realizing is that the feet are a very erogenous zone. And if you cover them up with socks, then there's a problem. Even though I'm the one who said I would wear one right sock.
Cassie was pretty brilliant with this.
Well, actually, if you think about my brilliant idea, if I'm only wearing one sock, you could do the erogenous zone with the other sock and still have half the orgasm on the right.
Cassie says, garters. They don't restrict movement or chafe either one of us. Plus, they make me feel sexy. My husband likes to have sex with his socks on. I know it's total cliche, but his feet getting cold is just a distraction we don't need. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you, Cass.
Happy Monday.
Garters are a sexy little thing.
I used to have the thigh-high nylons.
What's the purpose of that?
What a pain. Just to turn the other guys.
Why is that so sexy, the garters?
I don't know, because it's such a pain in the ass. I have another story. That one time I decided to surprise a guy I was with, and I brought out like this one intricate teddy with all these different strings and everything. And I go in the bathroom to put it on. And it took me like 20 minutes to try to figure it out. I came back out. He was sound asleep.
No way.
And the thing wasn't even close to being put on properly.
Oh my fucking God. That is so you.
So me.
Hilarious.
I'm glad you appreciate my ineptitude.
We have two more that I wanted to share. T says, I like to wear panties when I have sex because it makes me feel emasculated and makes me feel like a sissy sub, and that's what I enjoy. T, you have found your fucking spot.
He is the sneakiest little freak there, T.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Wearing panties makes you feel emasculated. And Leah, on the other hand, says, my husband loves to have sex with his briefs still on, as he says the briefs caress his balls in just the right way. I don't think I would like to wear any clothes because I get too hot. I didn't think about the briefs caressing in a nice way.
So he's sticking his dick through the briefs?
I think he's sticking the dick, because they got that flap.
Ah, a little flap.
Yeah.
Okay.
You never seen the boxer briefs with the flap?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I mean, so it's sticking out of the flap.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
But then the balls are staying inside.
But then you can't touch the balls.
Yeah, but he's getting caressed by the boxer briefs.
It's
it's pretty interesting.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
I guess so.
Well,
less work for Leah.
I got to tell you, that was a very inspiring, thoughtful conversation.
Does it make you want to wear more or less clothing when you're in the bed?
I think I'm going to add a few layers.
Yeah. Add maybe one sock.
I used to have one t-shirt.
One scarf.
For your father. And then whenever I did not want to have sex.
You'd wear that t-shirt?
I'd wear the t-shirt, and I remember it. It said, I can be very friendly.
No way.
It was all worn out.
Why was that the t-shirt to not have sex?
I don't know.
But there was a signal between you and him that I'm not in the
I'm
market.
not interested. I can be very friendly. T-shirts out. Not cool.
That is fucking hilarious.
I just remember that. It is ironic that it would say I can be very friendly when I was using it when I was being very unfriendly.
Well, that was not really. That you could just be friendly platonically. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I love that, Mother.
Glad I can educate and entertain you.
Yeah, thank you. So that was our Sneaky Freak question of the week. Thank you to all the Sneaky Freaks for chiming in. We love hearing from you.
And I got to tell you, our Sneaky Freaks are freaky, but they're also very bright and very poetic.
I fucking love them. If you want to be part of this freaky family, give us a text. 310-356-3920.
You guys, we would love to hear from you too.
It's very easy. You just basically give us your name and your phone number, and you could even make up the fucking name. I don't give a fuck. And basically, it just allows us to text you, and you go through a little bit of a process, but it protects you and it protects us. Go for it.
But basically, I would love to hear their original names and their zodiac signs.
Okay. Mother, can I tell you about a hack for the bedroom?
Of course.
It's called Uber Lube to save the day. Uber Lube is one of my favorite things, a sex essential in the bedroom.
It's great for all kinds of play, vaginal, oral, or anal.
It's made from body-friendly ingredients, so it's not going to mess up your pH balance. They're talking high-grade silicone, a little vitamin E that leaves a nice velvety finish.
And you know what else, guys? It doesn't taste icky. It doesn't have a horrible smell. It's not sticky. It's not flavored with different chocolate flavor. Yuck.
And if we talk about this pretty much every episode because it's our favorite lube.
That's it.
But if you don't want to take our word for it, take one of our Sneaky Freaks' words for it. Raylene says, I've used Uber Lube and really enjoyed it. It has a nice texture and feels silky smooth for a smooth ride. Look at that. It is the perfect layer. It's not too gunky. It's not too sticky. It's just letting your skin feel the other person's skin.
Skin on skin, baby.
Skin on skin. And you can get 10% off and free shipping when you go to uberlube.com and use promo code SNEAKY, SNEAKY. You'll get 10% off and free shipping. Uberlube.com. Promo code SNEAKY. That link is in our episode's description. There is nothing more exciting than getting a little notification on your phone that basically says someone has sexted you. And that's exactly what you get when you download the Amorous app. Amorous is my new favorite app. It's an app that helps couples flirt, uncover shared desires, and explore sexy conversations. How has Amorous affected your relationship with these?
It's actually been really fun. We've been playing with it throughout the day.
So for people who've not used Amorous, it's a specific app designed to help you sext. And they do this with 3 different games. One, you can play a game where you click chat sparks and it will give you a prompt to start a sexy convo.
So Deez and I did it, and this is what the spark was. Share one time that you begged for sex.
What did you say?
I started thinking, and I what about that time in the hotel stairwell?
Oh, Jesus Christ. They also have a game called Fantasy Swipe, where they show you a bunch of different playing cards that you can swipe right or left to tell you about a fantasy.
And that's a great way to try new things.
Totally. They also have Jigsaw, which is a way to send sexy pics to each other. And then the recipient solves the jigsaw puzzle to reveal the photo. Amorous is free for Apple devices, with Android launching later this year. Download it in the App Store, install the app, and invite your flame to connect and play. Check it out at amorous.net/mom in the App Store or in the episode description. That's amorous, amorous.net/mom. That link is in our episode's description. All right, so should we move on?
Yes, Cam. What the hell's going on in your life these days, son?
I did a little research on my Instagram last night.
What does that mean?
I put out a video just to figure out what people are thinking these days when they're scrolling. Can I play it for you?
Well, wait. Where did this idea come on?
Well, let me play it and I'll tell you the backstory.
You know how guys are like scrolling through their feeds, kind of just like praying to see like a booty, like someone on a beach in a bikini or something. Okay, what the women looking for? What's the dopamine hit for them? This is my question. Type in, please.
Couldn't think of, I don't know what people leave a message in the comment. There's no comments. So type in was all I could think of. Anyway, that was the question.
What do you mean there's no comments?
You can't, it wasn't a post. It was a story.
Oh, gotcha.
Anyway, the point, so let's unpack a little bit of this.
Yeah, where did this come from?
It came from because I was fucking on Instagram and I probably saw a girl in a bikini and I was like, that's what we're here for.
This is what you're going to Instagram for?
Yes. And then I was
I
like,
don't
what
go for that.
Yeah, what is my mother going to Instagram for?
I'm going for medical education.
You're going for medical education. But seriously, what the fuck are people going? I mean, that's such a bigger dopamine hit than say like a fucking.
I've never gone on there looking for handsome guys.
Right?
All right, once I have occasionally, but
yeah,
I find them by accident. Like I'm looking for something with my thyroid, and I bump into some guy that is a good-looking guy.
Or Tommy Lee posting his dick pic over there.
Oh, I did like that.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. That made
so
my
that's
day.
what's interesting. If it's specific guy that you're looking for, you'll go and search for it.
Well, it was Tommy Lee's like showing it all.
Yeah. So I guess my question is, what the fuck, if it's not that, if you're not looking for booty pics, what the fuck are you looking for? And I also want to just leave a disclaimer here. I recognize the binary nature of this question. I know there's a lot of non-binary viewers and listeners out there. I'm curious to know what you're looking at as well. What are you scrolling for? And also I recognize that everyone's very different. These are blanket statements, but I'm curious.
I thought you were on there to seek out other clowns.
Obviously, I do scroll for other clowns as well. I scroll for clowns, fucking,
women's
little
booties,
cute little baby pigs or some shit, like baby animals.
You're looking for baby animals, baby pigs,
little cute animals.
little cute animals.
I like that too. I like clown videos, cute animals, some business advice sometimes, and booties. Those are probably my top 4. And the booties are definitely the most exciting out of all 4 of those types of videos.
So you just happen to scroll and look for booty.
Yeah, I found one.
Joel, are you looking for booties too?
He wants to be left out of this.
Are you looking for booties? No, he's not looking for booties. It's just Cam.
So I got a little insecure about this.
Why don't you just go on like porn sites?
It's more exciting when it's like someone or and then it's more provocative. I don't need to see some people fucking. It's just, this is like the whole lingerie type of thing,
Yeah.
Anyway, I was like, is this one of my friends, a woman messaged in and she was like, I didn't realize that all these guys are looking for booty pics. And so I was like, oh, did I just out myself as this pervy booty bastard? And so I left a post that said, wait, dudes, are you looking for booty pics? It was a yes or no situation.
What?
77% just said yes.
Men are very visual.
Very visual. There's a lot of dudes looking for booty pics.
That is so funny, Cam.
Is that surprising to you?
I am surprised that you're looking for booty pics.
It's not. I'm not actively seeking them out, but there's something in my subconscious that's like, oh, that's like a very. It's the best post I could see on there.
Well, most likely, the more you look at those posts, the more you get sent.
Yeah,
more
I'm not fucking. I'm not like liking them and stuff like that.
But the algorithms,
they know that I'm just
they
staring. They
know
at
that
it.
you're staring and refreshing the page over and over and over again.
It's not even. It's like people I know.
Oh, so you're now searching.
Not necessarily people I know, actually.
People you know of. Like someone you might have seen once in a comedy club or something.
Yeah.
And then you see her up
there. Or like
there.
a dance or some shit.
Let me just say that the girls that are putting up there, including myself, they're doing it for a reason.
Yeah. Why?
Attention.
Okay. So they know. I mean, it's a reciprocal thing. They know that it riles people up.
Some women get all up in arms. I don't like that guy whacking off. I'm like, that's a compliment.
But some people are literally just trying to, I mean, maybe they're not wanting guys to actually whack off to them, but they want to show it off, right?
Well,
they're proud of it.
Or they know they're going to get a lot of views and they want the views.
Oh, they just want the views.
Yeah.
But
they're going to get a lot more views than those that are covered up.
They're just looking for numbers.
Wearing a burqa.
It still is like attention, but what's the attention for? It's, oh, my beautiful body.
Or whatever they're on there for. Maybe they're lingerie. Maybe they're representing a lingerie industry.
No, it's not what's happening, Mom. They're not representing the fucking lingerie industry. Anyway, so I wanted to read some of the responses that the women wrote
Okay,
in.
let's hear.
Okay. So one said, guys in suits, guys cooking. Interesting.
It's interesting as well.
Cute animal videos all day. Someone said Pedro Pascal.
He's the new, hot, rugged guy from The Last of Us. I'm a big fan.
Are you searching for Pedro?
I might now. I didn't think about it, but I think I'm going to start following Pedro Pascal.
You can follow Pedro. Someone said, as a bi woman who's mainly attracted to women, she prefers women, especially inked women, like tattooed women.
That's what I liked about Tommy Lee.
He was tattooed?
Covered.
Yeah. And then she goes on to say, or in general, houseplants. We're very multifaceted.
Yeah.
I'm not just looking for booty. I'm also looking. Houseplants are great too.
You're looking for houseplants?
I could get down with houseplants. Another woman here says forearms. Now that was an interesting one to me. Forearms.
Well, that's what I just got operated on.
Your forearm.
My forearm is covered, so she was not going to be sexually attracted to me at all.
But forearms are interesting because that's not really a body part. You see a lot of guys working out in the gym.
Yeah, but that is sexy.
What is it about the forearm? Like a thick forearm?
Yeah, I like that.
Why?
I don't know.
That's mind-boggling to me. Someone said a man with long hair. I'll take fucking that shit.
Well, we got D's growing it out.
And then we got another one who says men with their pets. I don't know. It's nice and wholesome. Shirtless pics of dudes are ick for me.
Ick?
Ick.
Well, I don't like, honestly, I don't like guys that shave their chest.
What if they don't have hair to shave?
I like that. I'm
You
just
do?
saying, I don't like when you see the nubs.
No. Oh, you don't like a shorn yard?
What? A shorn yard? What is a shorn yard?
Imagine if your chest is a yard and you went to town with a lawnmower or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Cam. A shorn yard. I don't like shorn yards. Exactly.
Another one said men going to therapy and cleaning hacks.
Wait, men going to therapy is a turn on.
I asked her how do you portray that? Just posting pictures of your therapist?
Is he like laying on a couch, like crying about his childhood?
Maybe. And then cleaning hacks. I could also get down with cleaning hacks.
Seeing a girl. Now, if she's not attractive cleaning, is that sexy to you? Or
this person is just looking for cleaning hacks, probably for her own. She's scrolling
she's looking for cleaning
hacks for her own life, yeah. Anyway,
wow. You know what? It's a good discussion is what do people search for? Because if you looked at mine, you would think that I was insane.
Oh, God. What are you searching for?
I have learned every single thing you can learn about the thyroid.
Jesus Christ. My mother's having thyroid issues, people.
I'm having thyroid issues, and I've found that the more that I research, the more I have no clue what's going on.
Probably the worse your thyroid is. That's probably what's happening.
My thyroid just keeps getting worse and worse. It's going to be removed tomorrow.
Oh, God forbid.
Anyway, no, it's just funny. If you looked at people's search, the last search, you might be like surprised.
This question actually came to me because in clown class. Should I share this story? Are you interested in this story?
Yes, of course. We're all interested in your clown class stories.
Fucking why are you laughing, Joelle? God damn it.
Joel, he goes to clown class once a week. He thinks he's like the chief clown now because he keeps getting positive affirmations from his teacher.
He said 2 nice things to me over the course of 9 weeks.
And you think you're...
maybe 10 weeks.
10 weeks, 2 nice things.
2 nice things is huge.
And you're coming back for more. You know, I used to go to like a film class.
Yeah.
And if the guy gave me any kind of positive remark, I thought I got like an A for the semester.
Yeah, truly. There's nothing more rewarding than clown. Okay, so actually this relates. Anyway, the fucking exercise was that we branch off into groups of 4 and then you create a song with these 4 people to present to the rest of the class. And it's about what makes you happy. Okay? And then each person takes a solo in front of the whole class and explains all the things off the cuff that make them happy in life, singing full blast.
What did you say?
I started singing about my family, about spending time with my friends, going to clown class. And then I started thinking about what really makes me fucking happy is having a bunch of nice sex and romance and lovers.
So why didn't you say that?
I started feeling ashamed.
Ashamed of what?
Making money too. That makes me happy.
Wait, why are you ashamed of sex and
I
money?
don't know. I didn't want to share that in front of the clown class. And so I kind of just summed it up as romance.
Romance?
Yes.
Did everybody start laughing?
Yeah, because it kind of came out of nowhere. Because I was just talking.
Instead of saying manly sex, I like to go out and get some.
Well, it's not just it's not putting a penis in a hole. It's not that for me. It is the romance, like it is the connection, you know?
Romance.
The romance of it, the lovership, you know?
Did a lot of people say romance?
So then the guy after me goes up after I'm so embarrassed, and he's like this kind of tinier little guy, very innocent looking. And he first says, I love calling my mom once a year.
Once a year?
And then
that's not a sweet guy.
And I love jizz. No, he goes, I love sucking and fucking and jizzing all over my face.
What?
I was floored. I could not believe that this kid was admitting all this shit in front of the rest of the class.
You're like scared to say you like sex, and he's talking about jizzing on his face?
Sucking and fucking jizzing all over his own face.
How does he jizz on his own face?
I don't know. We didn't get into that. I was blown away.
I would have had to stop the class and ask him.
I was convulsing in laughter. I could not handle it. And he's just singing out proud and loud.
What were other songs like?
I fucking, who knows? They're pets and shit.
Their pets make them happy.
Not a lot of people were talking about sex, though, even though I think that was on a lot of
Everybody's
people's.
thinking it, and they're just too scared. Why are they all so scared?
I mean, I had a fucking near panic attack. Not near panic attack, but I did feel insecure leaving this Instagram post up. You know, luckily I have the excuse of, I'm doing research for the podcast.
I noticed that. I'm doing research for the podcast.
Right. I wouldn't want to say, what are people looking at outright? But yeah, it shouldn't be something that we're afraid of. I mean, we're literally looking for, this is what creates a dopamine
we
hit in our
should bring
brains.
up the question of the week. Next week should be about what people are searching for on Instagram.
What are you searching for?
What are you searching for?
I like that. That is a good question.
You sneaky freak, get prepared. We're asking that question next week.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of pushing into where I feel shame around these parts of myself that I can't really see so clearly.
Oh.
What? The fuck? Oh.
Why are you ashamed?
I don't know why it's uncomfortable to share that I'm interested in sex and stuff like that publicly. Meanwhile, here we are.
It is ironic.
Yeah. I don't know.
You're
I don't know.
afraid to talk about sex.
This is a safe space.
I'm glad that you feel this is a safe space.
Yeah.
That's very sweet.
I'll tell you what's not a safe space.
What?
Bring you to a doctor's appointment.
What?
We can't get through one doctor's appointment without you trying to make a clown show out of it.
What are you talking about?
We go to the eye doctor and you're just cracking jokes the whole goddamn time.
You gotta make them laugh, Cam.
You're so distracted that you go to the bathroom and you bring the bathroom key home with you all the way, 45-minute drive away.
Well, and I got called today. I got called out on it.
You mean you're getting called?
I got a call.
From the eye doctor?
Yes.
What saying what?
When are you bringing back the bathroom key?
No way.
Yes.
Mom.
I was mortified. I go, I sent it in the mail, which I did. I sent it back in the mail.
That nasty-ass key, by the way.
Yeah.
Why are you putting it,
Oh,
you
my
putting
God.
it in your purse and shit?
I didn't even think about that. How many hands?
Bathroom key is nasty.
It's got to be the worst thing. A bathroom key is what people literally touch when they touch
shit all over their hands.
Diarrhea and can't get it all off, and it's full of bacteria. And
it's going right in your purse, right next to your phone.
I put it right in my phone,
right on the phone,
and I still walked home.
You're fucking putting that phone up to your mouth, and you're eating that shit.
What are you eating? What
sandwich. Everyone is putting their shit on their phone and the bathroom key, and it's going right in your mouth.
So they called me today, and I said, well, I put it in the mail. It's like the check is the mail thing.
Yeah,
I'm like, why is she calling me?
Why don't they have extra keys?
I don't know. But then she said, well, don't worry about it. I go, I feel so bad. I took the key with me. The reason you went to the bathroom, and I thought, well, as long as you're in the bathroom, I'm just going to bring it back to the main desk.
Yeah.
And I just walked out.
Walked right on out.
Spaced it off. Then I did something else.
What?
After my hand surgery,
Jesus Christ,
I decided this is a good time to schedule more surgeries. I get home from the hospital.
Unbelievable.
Out of my mind on fentanyl or whatever else they pump me up with under general anesthesia. And I call up the eye doctor's secretary, and I
No.
said, let's schedule some procedures.
Mom.
She's like, are you sure you want to? We're going to do it next week. We're scheduling 2 eyes, one week apart of each other.
Cataract surgeries.
Cataract surgeries, and right before your sister's wedding. This is a good idea.
Not good idea.
Yeah, that 2 days later, I think to myself, what the hell am I doing? Next week, I'm going to get cataract surgery with a cast on my arm?
You should not be allowed to use your phone when you're fucked up like that.
Usually, I come home from the hospital and I take a drink of wine.
Do you know I know this about you?
How do you know?
Growing up, I have this memory of you. I must have been fucking 11 or 12 at the time.
You came in the office?
You came home from a surgery, and I look at you, and you're drinking a glass of white wine.
I know. I thought it was a good idea.
Do you remember this?
Yes.
You do remember this?
I picture I was in the office.
Yes.
On the computer.
Yes.
Drinking my wine.
How do we both have this memory?
It's a sick memory.
I was very disturbed by this memory.
I just like keep the party going.
That's exactly what you said to me. I want to keep the high going. And I was like, Mom, you're not a good role model right now. I remember thinking to myself, I feel bad
Was
for her.
I ever a good role model?
No, never.
I cannot believe we just remembered the same instance.
So wild.
It's crazy.
Is that a thing that you do after surgeries? You have a glass of wine usually?
No, you're not supposed to drink for 24 to 48 hours. I just read the instructions.
Oh my God, Mom.
I didn't do it this time. Instead, I decided to schedule more surgeries, mainly subconsciously, so I can get back on the fentanyl high.
Bingo. I think you were probably feeling like a superhero, and you're like, I could take any surgery.
Oh,
fix the whole body.
I was feeling like, and I had never felt so good in my life. I was like this. I think I found the answer to my thyroid problems.
It's
I just need
fentanyl,
or what Norco or whatever else. Thank God I didn't take any of the pills that they gave me.
Jesus.
It's always a dilemma because if you take the pill, you might get constipated.
Absolutely.
And then constipated and nausea is now we're taking a pill.
Absolutely.
So I didn't do anything.
You called me up the other day. Do you know where I'm going with this?
No. Where
you
are you
called
going?
me up the other day, and I was brushing my teeth.
Oh yeah.
So I said, I'll be right back. I'm brushing, and I'm brushing away with the electric toothbrush, going through the 2-minute timer. And you go, how long are you brushing for? I said, I'm using the 2-minute timer. You go, I've never used that.
Who uses a 2-minute timer? I don't even know why they have those. Who's doing that?
That's exactly why they have those, so that you know how long 2 minutes is. You're supposed to brush that whole length of time.
No, it's supposed to actually 15 seconds in each pocket.
30 seconds in each pocket.
Oh, 30 seconds.
Front, bottom.
Do you think my
top,
ADD mind is going to last 30 seconds in one area of my mouth?
You know, I found that I can actually see how fast my brain is going when I do this, because my brain, like the mind changes, and you could become aware that sometimes it feels very fast and it's going by very fast. Sometimes it feels very slow. It's very interesting to me.
It's always going slow for me because I don't feel like brushing my teeth.
Why?
It's a waste of time.
It's a waste of time. You could be like my friend from college who actually kind of inspired this podcast in a way. He didn't believe in toothpaste.
What?
No toothpaste for this kid.
Ew.
He's either just brushing with water or salt sometimes.
Oh my, you got some weird ass friends.
Yeah.
He's probably one of the sneaky freaks. I got to tell you, that's something that sneaky freaks would do. You know, I know someone else, no names mentioned, that believes there's like a conspiracy about fluoride. Like people are trying to poison us with fluoride. I
bet that's more common than you think, Mother.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I'm also, I just thought of something. You know my idea about the toothpaste, the electric toothbrush?
Yes.
Which I talk about constantly,
yes.
that turns into a vibrator?
Yeah.
Well, who's going to want a 2-minute timer on that?
Oh. Well, it doesn't turn off after 2 minutes.
Oh.
It just notifies you when you've gone for 2 minutes.
Oh, that would be annoying, though.
Yeah, it could be annoying. But it just adds a little...
Yeah.
Really
who needs that buzzing like that?
Mom, no one's thinking of designing their toothbrush to be a vibrator.
I just bought a new electric toothbrush, and I can't turn it off that easily.
Oh, my fucking God.
Anyway. Anything else going on in your life?
I met Guy Fieri.
Oh, what Guy have to say?
Guy Fieri. The way he says his name is different than how you think he'd say his name. Guy Fieri or some shit like that.
Did you schedule a cook-off with him?
I went up to him and took a picture with him. I was at like a TV event for diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
I love that type of fucking Food Network show.
Yeah.
I love that shit. Anyway, I went up to him and I told him that I asked him, do you know how many women write about you on their Hinge profile? Yeah. A lot of women write about him on their profile.
Why?
I don't know. The prompt is usually like, who am I surprisingly attracted to or something like that?
Did you tell him that it was surprising?
I didn't have time to go through the details.
Yeah, I don't think that's a compliment.
Or it's like, who would I want to, yeah.
Well, I think of cooking as an act of service.
Yeah.
You know, in the love languages.
Yeah.
So people think of him as like a famous chef. So he'd be servicing people.
Yeah, but what about like Bobby Flay and shit like that?
I don't know. For some reason, I met Guy Fieri as well.
He's got the bad boy attitude about him.
Are you not surprised that I also have met him? That's weird.
No.
Both of us met the same.
Well, first of all, you told me that you met Guy Fieri, so I'm not so surprised.
Okay.
But why do you want to brag about you meeting Guy Fieri? You trying to top me right now?
Yes.
You're just a fucking topper.
I met him when he was 10 years younger.
Oh, you must have been so much hotter.
I don't know if he was hotter. I never found him very attractive.
Well, a lot of women find him attractive, I guess.
I also
a lot
met
of people
Morimoto.
in general find him attractive. Yep. Morimoto. Okay, Mom, you want to go through your list of celebrity chefs that you flirted with?
I don't necessarily flirt with chefs.
You don't do that?
No.
You don't do the chef game?
No.
Why not?
I have my own personal chef.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Did he not make us a good dinner?
He made a good dinner. Yeah. Anything else going on in your life?
Well, I just was saying that with all these surgeries and everything, I've noticed that some people are not receptive to my humor.
What? Because they're at work.
I go into surgery, Cam, and I'm a little nervous, okay? But I'm thinking I'm going to get drugs soon, so I'm happy. So I start kibitzing with the nurse, who did not crack a smile. For those of you who don't know what kibitzing is, it's Yiddish for telling little jokes. For one thing, there's a teenage girl screaming at the top of her lungs next to us.
Oh, it would shoot my anxiety up through the roof.
I did not need to hear her screaming. She's like, "Don't do the needle hurts." It hurts.
Jesus
screaming.
Christ.
So I turned to the nurse and I go, "Oh, I got a wild one next door." And she did not crack a smile. Didn't even just ignored me.
Making fun of the girl next door.
I just what would you say to her?
Something's going on there.
And then the doctor walks in, and of course he breaks his pen and there's ink all over the place. I'm thinking, this is who's doing my surgery.
No way.
You know, they take the pen out because they're going to write on your arm.
No
which arm.
way.
So he gets all, flustered.
No way.
About the broken pen.
No.
That he leaves the room and forgets to mark which arm that they're going to do surgery on.
Fucking way.
So I'm like, now I got the anesthesiologist bouncing in like Tigger. Hello, it's Dr. Drew.
Oh my fucking God.
And anyway, he's like, well, it looks like the doctor didn't mark which arm we're doing it on. I go, well, let me just say, we need to find out who that is. Which arm? Let's go get the doctor, because I'm not going into surgery.
If the doctor is before operating on me starts showing signs of inability, not great fine motor skills, I would start freaking out.
Well, they finally found him. I guess he got a new pen and he'd marked the right arm and he did surgery on the right arm.
Good.
Correct.
That's good.
But the way things are going, he could have done the left arm. It wouldn't have made a damn bit of difference.
Oh, God. Anyway, all right. That's the life updates.
That's life updates for KLP and CP.
Is it time for hit on or shit on? Hit on or shit on is when we take your comments or questions and we determine if they are a hit on or a shit on. So, Mother, what do we got this week?
I put this down because it was so funny. It's at V_A_G_I_N_A_.
Vagina.
Basically at vagina. Okay. He says, most beautiful woman I've seen.
That's a hit on.
I know. But
I know.
But is it a hit on if their name is vagina? I mean, that kind of like.
I don't know. At this point, I can't really judge him because I'm also looking for, vagina in there.
Are you going to change your handle from single cam comedy to...
It's not single cam.
All right,
it's
what
cam
is it?
on cam.
Cam on cam.
No, it's cam on cam.
It's cam on cam.
It's cam on cam.
It's cam on cam.
Okay. It's cam on cam.
It's cam on cam.
Yeah.
So the it's is part of it, not cam on cam.
Right.
I couldn't find it the other day. I was trying to link and I couldn't
because
find
you weren't looking for it's cam on cam.
Why did you put it's in front of it?
Because every cam on cam was taken.
Oh. Well, at least you're not changing it to vagina.
Okay.
Because that's taken. All the underscores are taken. And then another one, this I got on my YouTube. I thought I'd share it with you.
Mm.
Hi, my name is Navana Beneath.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of you.
Okay.
I love you, ma'am. You are so attracted my mind. If I can't sleep on my home, love you.
I don't know exactly what he's saying, but that is a hit on.
There's so many
That's a
things
lovely
that were
thing.
very sweet in this. He went from I'm a big fan of you
Yeah.
to I love you, ma'am.
Yeah.
And then you are so attracted in my mind.
Yeah.
So he's thinking about me, but he can't sleep on my home. Why can't he sleep? If he can't sleep on his home, he loves me.
Yeah.
I guess that's a hit on.
That's a hit on. Love you. Yeah.
I
Is that all we have for hit on or shit on?
Dude, I don't know if I should respond to him in the future. I mean, I don't like to.
You don't want to ghost him?
Yeah, I feel bad. He took his time and he wrote all these things to me.
I think you should bring Navaneeth closer.
Navaneeth and I should bond over our homes together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mom, do you have any mom's news?
Mom's news.
Mom's news.
Mom's news.
Mom's news is a segment of the show where my mother shares earth-shattering, groundbreaking, need-to-know info. What do we got this week, Mother?
From the Daily Star, which, as we know, they featured me a few times. Second time around again.
Yeah, very reputable publication.
Excuse me. This is in the UK. A man who was allegedly caught on camera using his stepdaughter-in-law's cat to masturbate reportedly told police it was just a guy thing.
Wait, what?
Yep, you heard it. Harold Stanley, my dad's name was Harold. Harold Stanley Kenderdine, 66, and from Pennsylvania, U.S., has been charged with having sexual intercourse with an animal and cruelty to animals after admitting to the sick act. So
it's the stepdaughter-in-law. Stepdaughter-in-law.
Right. It wasn't even just stepdaughter. It was a stepdaughter-in-law's cat.
It's so fucked up. It's very removed.
And then
it's also a cat. How are you using a cat to masturbate? Isn't that just fucking the cat?
No. It happened many times in the past month. I guess when she was out of the house the next day, Alexandra got notifications about activity in the bedroom at around 11:15 because she had an indoor security camera.
I hope you're not reading this whole article.
No. What the camera captured revolted her. Kenderline was allegedly seen walking over to where her cat, Callie, was sleeping, picking it up with one hand on his own crotch before gripping the cat by the sides and thrusting himself against it. His penis could clearly be seen poking out of his zipper as he walked around the bed, according to Miles.
Jesus.
He then allegedly continued to masturbate before leaving the room. And when confronted by the police, Kenderline reportedly told them that it was just the guy thing. He was apparently keen to remind Miles that he had not penetrated the cat, adding that cat's hair felt good.
Oh, it's inappropriate.
Kenderline reportedly said that he'd done it in part to annoy Alexandra and Nathan. He was also said to have admitted it was a mistake and that he now wished he hadn't done it. Well,
that is a big mistake, Harold.
You made a mistake.
That's a big oopsie.
Let me,
shouldn't have jerked off the cat.
Let me just say, your sister, who her entire Instagram feed is all cats.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right.
If she found out about this,
this guy jerking it with a cat,
she would turn into drunken hostile shit talker. That
she would go off on this fucking guy.
She would go nuts on Harold.
Yeah.
But he does admit though that it was a mistake.
Yeah, of course it's a fucking mistake.
Can you imagine if you were upset with your sister and you went over, took her elderly cat, and just whipped your dick off around it? How horrible is that?
Even Mr. Bean wouldn't do that.
What do you mean, even Mr. Bean? He's all over the sheep, but a cat.
The cat. He's jerking off at the cat. It reminds me of the masturbation monkey my friend had.
Oh, yeah, George.
What do you mean, George? Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Fucking memory, Mom.
I have a memory of irrelevant.
Wow. I can't believe that you remembered that. Yeah, George. This is, he was jerking off with a stuffed animal monkey, but this is a real live cat. Anyway, thank you for sharing that very important news.
I always want to give you what you need to hear.
Yeah, that's really, really important that we all know that. I also wonder when that was published. I have a feeling that was it was recent?
It's recent. I had another one that I was going to do, and I'm like, no, the cat one seems to be sparking some joy.
Well, you know what else is going to spark joy?
Oh, no.
It's the time of the week that you've all been waiting for. The time of the week that makes your fucking areolas poke out. When it makes your dick feel like it's rubbing against a cat's underbelly.
Oh,
it's Cam's Uppers.
Cam's Uppers is the place to be. Fun living is a life for me.
It's Cam's Uppers, the segment of the show where I share something near and dear to my heart, something that my mother typically finds
freaky
or
sad
or
inspiring.
That's right. It's Cam's Uppers. I am starting to read a new book. It is no longer a Lord of the Rings book because I finished it. It's The Wind-Up Bird Chronicle by Murakami.
The what?
The Wind-Up Bird Chronicle.
Why?
Why?
Is that fiction?
It is fiction. It is very trippy, surrealist fiction. It feels like you're reading like a Dali novel. Could you imagine?
No, it sounds boring as fuck.
It's not boring as fuck. And it actually is about a guy talking to a cat a lot of times.
You're never going to be able to read that book without thinking about Harold and the cats.
Yeah. At one point, he and his wife, this guy, go to this like psychic, the fortune teller. The fortune teller dropped some wisdom that I wanted to share. I read this and I thought it was maybe Lao Tzu reading for the Tao Te Ching, but no.
No, it's not Lao Tzu with the Tao Te Ching.
I looked it up. It's not. This is a Murakami quote. Ready?
Yeah. Who the fuck is Murakami?
He's a writer. He goes on to say, it's not a question of better or worse. The point is not to resist the flow. You go up when you're supposed to go up and down when you're supposed to go down.
You're talking about your dick?
Maybe your dick.
Okay.
Maybe your ass. Maybe going down on someone.
Okay.
He doesn't go into specifics.
Murakami.
When you're supposed to go up, find the highest tower and climb to the top. When you're supposed to go down, find the deepest well and go down to the bottom. When there is no flow, stay still. If you resist the flow, everything dries up. If everything dries up, the world is darkness. Is that a fucking good-ass fucking thing?
That's heavy, Cam.
I love
You're going to be
shit.
done with this book in another 2 years from now.
Yeah, I know. It's 560 or something pages. But this is, I love this idea.
Wait, you think that he came to this fortune teller and it just happened to be a Murakami?
What? What
did you say? They went to a fortune teller.
In the book. Yeah. Yeah, what?
Well, that was Murakami. So the fortune teller was plagiarizing.
No, Murakami wrote the book.
Oh, Murakami wrote his book?
He's the author. And one of his characters is a fortune teller who says this.
Oh, I see.
Are you usurping my Cam's Uppers with inane questions right now?
I was actually thinking that this had to do with Lao Tzu.
I thought it was. The Tao.
I'm being sarcastic, Cam. I didn't really think it was Lao Tzu.
You piece of shit. Yes, I think this is very interesting. That it's kind of like riding the waves of life. Like when life is
No, I think it's actually. I thought differently. Differently.
What?
He's pushy. You got to push yourself. Like
no, he's not.
Push.
No, he's not.
You're climbing the mountain. You got to push yourself to the top part.
No, he's saying when life is bringing you blessings, fucking ride that shit. When it's bringing you sadness, ride that shit.
I did not think what you thought.
When it's bringing me a drought and I haven't had sex in a long time, you just try to become as celibate as humanly possible.
Is that what you came up with?
That's what I came up with.
So basically, your mind is all about your dick.
Somehow I saw that in the Murakami thing over here. I don't know why.
If you think about it, every discussion we've had this last 60 minutes, it all revolves around your romance.
Okay. Quote unquote.
Instead of romancing the stone, you got romancing the dick.
But let me ask you something. Yeah. What else? I'm a young virile man.
I'm a sexy girl. Fantastic.
I'm a young virile man. I run a sex company, like a sex empire.
So your mind is on sex.
All my emails relate to sex. Everyone's talking about sex. All the podcasts that I'm helping talk about sex. The people I'm interacting with are all sex experts who are talking about sex. I come here. I have to fucking talk to my mother about sex. And then I go home and there's no sex. You don't think I'm going to be fucking stressed out by that?
Well, Cam, you could have plenty to do. You got a whole bevy of people on Instagram that probably want to have sex with you.
I realize that all my single friends have left not only at Los Angeles, but the United States.
They leave to go find it overseas.
And they're fucking overseas.
You can have plenty of opportunity here. You're just too picky.
All right.
Picky Pickerson.
Why do you have this? That was Cam's Uppers.
That was great.
Do you have anything you want to wrap up with? Why do you have this listener text about fucking from behind?
Oh, I forgot about that. We got a listener text. We have many texts on the TikTok that we put out that had to do with.
Can we wrap up, Mom?
Yeah, it was
a very long podcast.
It was a TikTok that people responded to, like when you said, "Do you find it,
Offensive?
Offensive if someone wants to only fuck you from behind?"
Yeah.
And this guy goes, "That's fine. Just give me some newspaper to read as well."
I imagine that's the person in the front receiving.
I don't know if he was talking about it. Maybe he's talking about as he's fucking someone, he's reading the newspaper.
No. It's the person receiving sitting there reading the newspaper.
Why don't you go ask user 650-228-553-22408?
Very innovative with that username.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I just thought that was interesting he decided to conserve time and read the paper while he was fucking from behind.
Love it.
And that's about all I got for today, Cam.
Thank you all for
thank
making
you.
this show possible. Especially a huge thank you to all of our Sneaky Freak Patreon members.
We love you, Patreon members.
Thank you for keeping our lights on. If you are enjoying this show, please consider giving us $5 a month
and joining us.
More. And joining us at patreon.com/sextalkwithmymom. It's an awesome community of sneaky freaks. We love our Patreon members. We have a monthly, very fun Zoom fiesta where we get to hear about what's going on in everyone's lives. We also have a private Discord for you to check out. So please join us at patreon.com/sextalkwithmymom.
And at the very least, follow us on social media at Sex Talk with My Mom.
That's it. Leave a rating and review wherever you're listening to this. Mom.
And we'll read it. And let me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and tying a tie on your little dickie.
Your little dickie.
Yeah.
It works. All right. Love you guys.
Love you. Bye.
You were listening to a Pleasure Podcast. For more from our Sex Podcast Collective, visit pleasurepodcasts.com.